You are actually this coin. Let me explain. You are probably already thinking about where I'm going with this. I am either 1, hinting at your fortune by cleverly referring to a coin toss.
The most you ever lost in a coin toss.
Or 2, you are catching me red-handed abusing the age-old idiom a coin always has 2 sides. And to be fair, you would be 100% correct. While I'm not talking about your personal fortune, I am indeed referring to you having 2 sides. Most of us go through life with only one eye open, when in reality we need both of our eyes to see the true depth of the world. On the first side of the coin you got the sexy gangster. He strives for money and gets shit done.
You make a lot of money.
He is doing his daily push-ups and doesn't say
No
to disgusting meals like spinach with tuna and liver. Also, it is generally outgoing and fun to be around. Discipline, charisma and cleverness are basic skills which can and will be learned with years of practice. If the stars of wealth, health and social bondings are all aligned, this part of you and me will finally be happy. Or not. Actually, it won't. This is where the second side of the coin comes in. And this side also desperately seeks your attention. It's like locking your little brother in another room and wondering why you are stressed all the time while he tries to get out. No. Open the door and let that little guy out. He just wants to help you. The second side of you is all about inner work. This part is living in the now. It's the Eckhart Tolle kind of guy. Calm, present, grateful and last but not least, happy. But don't let your inner monk with dreadlocks fool you. Most of the time he isn't actually as happy as it may seem. Just like our superficially fulfilled gangster, he secretly seeks for something more. The truth is, both sides are extremely ignorant. There are billions of people consciously or unconsciously seeking happiness in the wrong places. Each and every one of us is guilty of this. No amount of wealth or sex will cure the wounds caused by the loss of a companion or past traumatic experiences. On the other hand, this also means that being obese, socially awkward or financially dependent won't be solved by affirmations, meditation sessions or writing a diary. We all are neglecting big, and I'm speaking of really freaking big, parts of ourselves. We are trying to find our missing sense of self-worth and fulfillment in external things like intimacy, providing money, teaching, fitness, health, attention or other desirable goals, which, to be fair, are actually really important and desirable. But, and this once again is pretty fat but, we are still seeking in the wrong places. What this part needs isn't more attention, money or sex, but rather gratitude and enjoyment for all the money, attention and sex it already has. The other side of us tries to hide from the external world by seeking things like beauty, authenticity, self-worth, presence, energy, fun, gratitude in the inner world. Where, to be fair, they actually exist. What this part is missing is action. Do it! What these kind of people seem to forget is that we as humans have very practical and real desires. Just ignoring all of our primal needs won't let them disappear. Just as me, you may have that one friend in mind who thinks he's got it all figured out, when in reality it's obvious to everybody but himself that he's actually just an idiot. A truly memorable person is fully aware of both sides. This person actively chooses self-reflection over self-deception and therefore is able to find adequate solutions to both their internal and external problems. And if you are now thinking, hey, that's me. No, it's neither you, nor me, nor anybody else. We all are just ignorant idiots trying to navigate our way through the jungle of self-deception, distractions, temptations and desires. If you just take one thing from this video, it should be the following. You and me can change our life for the better by just being a little bit less ignorant of ourselves than everybody else. We can reflect on ourselves and therefore choose the next step of our way. So here's a little tip for you. Choose the external quality you are lacking the most, as well as the internal quality you are lacking the most. Obviously, these qualities will always vary from person to person. After honest reflection, you can determine which qualities you are either justifying and or ignoring. My personal shortcomings are 1. Unhealthy eating habits and 2. My fear of losing, resulting in jealousy or even anger. If you devote big portions of your time to overcoming your most terrifying obstacles, step by step all the other facets of your life will improve as well. Getting used to doing fitness, for example, will boost your sense of gratitude as well as helping you stick to a diet. The same principle applies to your internal development. Solving past trauma or meditating in the long run will calm you down and therefore enhance your ability to feel happy and confident in the external world. The key is honestly reassessing yourself and taking the resulting challenges head on.
Or to get mixed in with the others and becoming just a coin.
Now, as always, I have prepared 5 quick tips for you, 2 of which have the purpose to support this project. Tip 1. Start small. For example, adding 2 or 3 veggies to your diet is much more achievable than cutting sugar entirely. The second tip is a book recommendation of mine, The Way of the Superior Man. But don't worry, the tips in this book also apply to women. You can support me by using the link in the description box down below. Tip number 3. If you don't know what to change, start meditating.
And I meditated. Did you meditate?
In meditation, many of our problems will verbalize themselves. Recommendation number 4, support me on Patreon for asking me some questions about this project and who I am and maybe which topics we could cover next. Also, you will get access to behind the scenes footage and so much more stuff. Also, I would really appreciate your support. Tip number 5, have a great day.